you around 5 p.m., February 24th, that is today, 2021, the Holy Spirit says, invoking the 11th Amendment. So, what is the 11th Amendment? Prevents a citizen of one state or a citizen of another country from suing another state in federal court. So, this protects the state's immunity slash sovereignty. So, win for the states. Example, a citizen of Ohio cannot sue New Jersey. A citizen of France cannot sue California. And it's a one versus one, not allowed. So I Googled, what does the 11th Amendment have to do with former President Trump? And there are 3 articles, but I'm going to read you the last one. So, because you can Google those. The 11th Amendment was ratified on February the 7th, 1795. The First Amendment, after the Bill of Rights, also represented the first use of congressional power to contradict a Supreme Court decision. So on the website WSJ.com, there is an article about Trump pressed Justice Department to go directly to Supreme Court to overturn election results. There was speculation that he was going to ask, I'm just going to read it to you. In his last weeks in office, former President Donald Trump considered moving to replace the acting attorney general with another official ready to pursue unsubstantiated claims of election fraud. And he pushed the Justice Department to ask the Supreme Court to invalidate President Biden's victory. People familiar with the matter said those efforts failed due to pushback from his own appointees in the Justice Department, who refused to file what they viewed as a legally baseless lawsuit in the Supreme Court. Later, other senior department officials threatened to resign en masse should Mr. Trump fire then acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen, according to several people familiar with the decisions. Senior department officials, including Mr. Rosen, former Attorney General William Barr, and former Acting Solicitor General Jeffrey Wall, refused to file the Supreme Court case, concluding that there was no basis to challenge the election outcome and that the federal government had no legal interest in whether Mr. Trump or Mr. Biden won the presidency. Some of these people said White House counsel Pat Cipollone, I don't know if I said that right, and his deputy Patrick Philbin also opposed Mr. Trump's idea, which was promoted by his outside attorneys. He wanted us, the United States, to sue one or more of the states directly in the Supreme Court. The pressure got really intense after a lawsuit Texas filed in the Supreme Court against 4 states Mr. Biden won was dismissed. On December the 11th, the official said an outside lawyer working for Mr. Trump drafted a brief the then president wanted Justice Department to file. People familiar with the matter said, but officials refused. After his Supreme Court plan got nowhere, Mr. Trump explored another plan, replacing Mr. Rosen as acting attorney general with Jeffrey Clark, a Trump ally in the department who had expressed a willingness to use the department's power to help former president continue his unsuccessful legal battles contesting the election results. Now, I can't read the full story because I do not subscribe. Just wanted to pass along what the Holy Spirit spoke at 5 p.m. this February 24th, 2021. pray for our current leaders and pray for former President Trump. And let us know that the will of God will ultimately be what is.